My talk is called Dare to Reach. It is about climbing high-altitude mountains, literally. But more importantly, it is also about climbing mountains figuratively. It is about searching out and striving to reach our challenges and our goals. It is about connecting our passions, our intuitions with our dreams. And finally, it is about taking charge of leading our lives to a more passionate level and reaching our own best destinies. In my 50s, I returned to a much earlier passion I once had for mountain culture. I decided to literally go out there and climb mountains. I went to Peru and Bolivia and climbed. I went to Argentina and climbed the highest mountain in South America, Aconcagua, at almost 23,000 feet. I went to Western Europe and climbed the highest in the Alps, Mont Blanc. I went up to the Arctic Circle in Alaska and climbed the highest in North America, Denali, at over 20,000 feet. Last year, I went back to the Himalayas after almost 40 years and climbed the 6th highest mountain in the world, Choyo-Yu, in Tibet, at almost 27,000 feet. And this year in January, I went to Antarctica and climbed Mount Vincent, the highest on the ice-bound continent. The question is, you're probably asking, is this guy crazy? Am I crazy? Did I catch some bug? Yes. I caught this bug about 25 years ago. I started thinking about lifestyle. I took up windsurfing with a passion. I started reading about what I ate. It made sense to me that we are what we eat, that we evolve from what we do, and we become what we are passionate about. The point I'm coming to is my generation is becoming way too soft at the edges. We need to wake up our brains. We need to get back out there and dig again. We need to have goals that spark us into action. We need to get out of our comfort zone. I was knocked out of my comfort zone the first time in 1969. After hitchhiking all the way from Scotland to Afghanistan, and then busing it to Pakistan, India, and Nepal, I met this New Zealand climber in Kathmandu, who had just come back from trekking to Base Camp Everest. And his story so inspired me, I knew I had to go and try to do it too. Within days, I was going over mountain passes, dropping down into tropical valleys, somehow finding my way up and over the Khumbu Range, without any mountaineering experience, alone, no tent, a summer sleeping bag, eating potatoes and rice. I somehow climbed up the Khumbu Glacier to over 19,000 feet to the base of Mount Everest. I spent 32 days alone in the greatest mountain range on Earth, surviving only on my energy and wits. The important lesson I learned from this experience is that people change people. That New Zealand climber, who I have never seen since, changed me. He so inspired and motivated me, I took on a challenge that would almost seem impossible. But I did it. At every age in our lives, we need dreams. We need challenges. We need goals. And we need them more the older we get. Turning 40, 50, or 60 should not mean a time to quiet down, to pack it in. This is exactly the time to expand our horizon, to dream bigger, to reach further. Every study has shown that keeping active and motivated significantly extends health and quality of life. If you don't use it, you lose it. This applies to your body, your mind, and your spirit. I train regularly with people half my age or less. Some say it has to be in you to train and live such a lifestyle. I don't believe that. I have not always been so active in sports or exercise, by a long shot. I believe that most of what we do in life does not come from just being born or good at it naturally. Practically everything we do in life is learned, and we make our choices along the way. It is we who decide where we want to go, what we want to be. Breaking our mental mold, even in small ways, can be daunting. Going out at night in the cold of winter to train in the snow, even for me, is definitely not easy. But 2 hours later, I am euphoric. I fought the elements. I pushed myself with other crazy souls, and I felt like $1,000,000. It is really just a question of setting up new habits, reshuffling the pack a little bit, seeing and feeling results. Everything starts somewhere, and possibilities will grow beyond your imagination. Once fit, the list of opportunities and challenges become endless. People sometimes ask me, how do you push yourself when the going gets really tough? Perhaps best said by Ray Zahab, who ran 7,500 kilometers across the Sahara Desert in 111 days, almost 70 kilometers a day. Interviewed, he said, it is 90% psychological. When questioned what the other 10% was, he said, mental. Fixing your sights on a landmark 100 meters above your head as a goal will get you to the top. One little step at a time, one day at a time. Take a decision. Act on your decision. Make it a reality. Dare. Dare to Reach is about passion and the magic and genius of being bold. To realize your dreams regardless of your age or circumstance. Go for it and dare to reach your dream.